Hey guys, Anthony Forby for Adventures. Bit of fridge battery information, just a quick reality check for everybody, just to let you know what you can expect, real statistics. This is nothing new to us. The Optima 55 amp hour battery is running Engel 40 litre fridges for many years now. I'm just going to let you know the scenario. So this vehicle has been parked and not driven for over 2 nights. So let me explain. It was parked here on a Friday, right there. It hasn't moved. It's been parked Friday afternoon, 5 p.m. Friday was a warm day, mid-20s. So it copped little sun through the afternoon. So it ran the fridge all night, Friday night. All day Saturday it was sunny, about 25, 26, 27 degrees. The sun was on the vehicle all day. The vehicle was closed like this. It was hot in the vehicle. The fridge was on, set on keeping everything about 0 degrees. Let's have a look at the fridge. There it is, you know the fridge. You've seen it before. The old Engel Eclipse. It's been going since about 2013. Very reliable with all the important ingredients in there. It's set on about, makes everything about 1 degree. There's the setting there, around about 1. Okay, this is the deal. It's all about the battery. Let's have a look at the battery. Look at this. Filthy, dusty engine bay. Actually, yeah, no, it's not too bad, but it is a bit dirty. We'll get it dirtier over the next few days. That's what we're about to do, and we'll give you some more reports, more videos, more entertainment. So subscribe, turn the bell on so you don't miss out. Cranking battery, we're not talking about that one at the moment. That's there for starting the engine, and we want to protect that. That's why we've got an auxiliary battery to run all accessories off. We don't care about that too much. We look after as much as possible, but we're not worried about it. Now, you can see how small it is. People are going to ask which battery it is. So it's upside down, back to front and all that. But that's what battery it is, right? Part number. You know the deal. What is it? D34M or something like that? I don't know. Check my other videos. It's 55 amp hour. I like the blue. The blue is the same as the yellow, but it's got these extra terminals here, right? To make things easier to connect things so you don't have those big, expensive bus bar fuse arrangements, and you can just have a simple wire, you know, with your fuse or whatever. And that was there when I got it, but I like this setup. It's very reliable and it's simple as anything. Let's go back to talk about the voltages and the fridge. We've painted a pretty clear picture about what's going on here. Now let me give you some numbers. Friday, 5 p.m. excuse me, this vehicle's parked here in the afternoon sun, but not much sun. Sat here all night, Friday night, all day Saturday in the hot sun with the vehicle closed, windows up. Not a 40-degree day, mid-20s, but in the sun, which doesn't make a lot of difference really. Once the sun's on the vehicle, it's just hot inside. It's going to be working. Then it sat here all day Saturday night, all Saturday night, and it's now Sunday morning, 9 a.m, and the sun's on the vehicle. Sun came up at 6:05 a.m, and it is like a bird sanctuary here. So you might hear some birds in the background. Okay, on Friday night at about 8 p.m. when I checked, the battery was on 12.8 volts, and that's going from this voltmeter here. We've got a voltmeter there, you've seen it before. You can see it's on 12 now. So to answer that question, what it's on now, that's without the compressor running. So it's getting down now, but it should be too. It's been sitting there Friday till Sunday, right? Without the engine has not been started, okay? Now, so Friday night, 12.8 volts after sitting for a couple of hours, so that's good. Next morning, and remembering it's not just the fridge, even these things, these voltmeters, and there's a few other lights in the vehicle for USB outlets, they drain the battery a little bit as well, and they do have an impact, believe it or not, because even when the fridge is off, they do bring the battery down overnight, and if you disconnect those, it actually saves it, so it does make a notable difference. Yesterday afternoon, that was Saturday, without the vehicle being started, of course, excuse me, it was on, let me get the numbers right here, no, Saturday morning, it was on 12.5 volts, right, 9 o'clock in the morning, 12.5 volts. Last night, 8 p.m, 12.3 volts still. I thought, wow, that's good. It's been 24 hours, and the car sat in the sun all day, and it was still on 12.3. I was happy with that. Now it's been an overnight session, and it's down to 12 volts still, which is still pretty good, but you don't really, look, you can, but you don't really want to run it much lower than that if you can avoid it. And that's no load. Obviously, when the compressor cuts in, let's make it happen. Here it is, compressor's cut in, you're going to see the voltage go down. So make sure when you're reading your voltages, all right, sorry about the focus there. Make sure when you're reading them, you take note of whether that compresses on or off, right? So take note of that. So that's the first part I want to demonstrate, that a battery that size with a fridge this size, set at a reasonable temperature, 0 degrees to keep things cold, avoiding using freezers and stuff like that. And the hotter it gets, the more you need to avoid these things. Works really well. What we really like about the Optimas, they're just proven, tested, reliable. We know people that have had them for 10 years. We're going to have more videos on those. We've got one in a Camry. I'm pretty sure that one's 10 years or gone past 10 years now. We've heard plenty of stories of the 10-year battery thing, but it's not just about how long it lasts in time. They last really long in cycling like this. It's more of a genuine, and they also recover really well. So we'll start the engine on this. We'll go get some firewood, say, 20-minute drive, and it's going to be back up. It's really going to be pumped like 90%, and it's good for another 2 days sort of thing. Now, if we only drive it half an hour, I'm going to sneeze. There you go. If we only drive it half an hour, it's probably going to be a little bit lower than this. If you're in hotter temperatures, it's going to be a bit lower than this. But that's what, there's this thing called solar panel. So there's the sun and there's the roof, and you sit your solar panels up there, and happy days. You don't need bigger batteries. You don't need to spend more. These batteries, you can take them up and down the corrugated tracks and hammer the absolutely life out of them, and they are solid. This is the thing with batteries. You need a strong, reliable battery, and that's what the Optimas are. So there's so many advantages of the Optima. Don't worry about all these tests people do. This battery gets 500 cycles, this one gets 1,000, this gets 2,000, so the $2,000 battery gets 2,000 cycles, so it's cheaper. It actually isn't true, because real life testing over 5 or 10 years hasn't really been done yet. And these Optima batteries, as proven with our last battery, which we replaced when it was perfectly good at 5.5 years old, it had cycled every day like this, right? Every day for 5-6 years, which is over 2,000 cycles, and it was still in awesome condition. So when they compare batteries and say you're only going to get 500 or 700 or 800 or 1,000, if you're talking about Optims, it's wrong. They work a lot better than that for a lot longer, is my experience, not only in our vehicles using them ourselves. We've heard from heaps of people, and we've seen it in other clients' vehicles as well. Don't be fooled. Don't think your Optima's stuffed because it's dropping down to 12.5 or something like that overnight with not much load on it. They do that quite often. So yeah, if you've got one of those and you reckon it's no good to replace it, you can send it to me and I'll keep using it, because that's a good battery. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that's helped you understand what size fridge, what temperature to set it on, what the voltages are likely to be, and the proof's right here to show you you're still at 12 volts after 2 days. Now, the results will vary depending on your fridge, your whole setup. Obviously, if you can keep it out of the sun's good. If you can open up the vehicle and let it breathe is good. If you like hot beers is good, you can put it up to 8 degrees or something like that. It depends what food you've got in your fridge. But if you're setting it around the 0 mark, that is quite cold to keep your drinks nice and cold and all that sort of thing. Anyway, I'm out of here. Just wanted to help out and show you some real world experience with battery voltages, fridges. If you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe, turn the bell, and we've got more videos coming your way soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.